Congress party loses one of its own again, and this time a leader from election-bound Uttar Pradesh. Jitin Prasad dumping the Congress party and has joined the BJP. Jitin Prasad, while speaking to the media person soon after his induction into the Saffron party, has said he could not serve people while in the Congress party, and also referring to the BJP as the only party that is not personality-driven. Jitin Prasad has also said there is only one national party in India, and that is BJP. Prasad's exit from the Congress could not come at a worse time for the party. Remember, he's been the young Neta in a team of Rahul Gandhi. He was being seen as a definitive political clout in election-bound Uttar Pradesh, a face of the Brahmin community. And there is a caste equation clearly that is influential in central Uttar Pradesh. And Jitin Prasad was known to have been, apart from being a key aide of Gandhi's, perhaps could have contributed to the political equation as well. Remember, he comes from a family of Congress loyalists, including his father, who was very well known with the Congress party. And while some may argue about what possibly the impact can his exit from Congress have for the BJP, because he's not really won an election. Since 2014, he has lost his assembly elections successfully. However, it will definitely be a loss of face for Priyanka Gandhi's mission for Uttar Pradesh.
इस दल में मैं था, मुझे ये महसूस होने लगा कि हम लोग राजनीति में हैं और राजनीति एक माध्यम है, दल भी माध्यम है। अगर आप अपने लोगों के हितों की रक्षा नहीं कर सकते, उनके लिए काम नहीं आ सकते, तो आपका राजनीति और दल से में रहने में क्या औचित्य है? तो यही मेरे मन में, और चाहे वो देश हित हो, चाहे वो प्रदेश हो, चाहे वो जिला हो, अगर आप अपने लोगों के उपयोग नहीं आ सकते, उनके सहायता के लिए आप मौजूद नहीं हो सकते और आपके इस लायक नहीं हैं कि आप अपनी जनता के हितों की रक्षा कर पाएं, तो वो मुझे महसूस होने लगा कि मैं वो कांग्रेस पार्टी में नहीं कर पा रहा हूं। और ये मेरे राजनीतिक जीवन का एक नया अध्याय शुरू हो रहा है। जैसे कि आप जानते हैं, मेरा कांग्रेस पार्टी से 3 पीढ़ियों का साथ रहा है, तो ये महत्वपूर्ण निर्णय जो मैंने लिया है, बहुत विचार मंथन और सोच के बाद मैं इस फैसले पे पहुंचा हूं। ये मैंने पिछले कुछ वर्षों से, 8-10 सालों से महसूस किया है अपने अनुभव में, राजनीतिक जीवन में, लोगों से मिलके, भ्रमण करके देश भर में, कि अगर आज कोई इस देश में असली माने में कोई राजनीतिक दल है, जो संस्थागत इंस्टीट्यूशनल दल है, वो भारतीय जनता पार्टी है।
उत्तर प्रदेश की राजनीति में जिनका बहुत बड़ी भूमिका आगे मैं देख पा रहा हूं, ऐसे श्री जितिन प्रसाद जी हम सबको आज हमारी पार्टी के साथ, प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व के साथ, श्री जेपी नड्डा जी की अध्यक्षता में भारतीय जनता पार्टी में जुड़ रहे हैं। मैं इनका तहे दिल से स्वागत करता हूं और मुझे विश्वास है कि इनके आगमन से पार्टी को भी बल मिलेगा और जितिन प्रसाद जी को देश सेवा, समाज सेवा के लिए एक अच्छा मौका मिलेगा।
मुझे बड़ी खुशी है, मेरे छोटे भाई हैं, मुझे बड़ी खुशी है, उनका स्वागत है भारतीय जनता पार्टी में। जो पार्टी राष्ट्र के हित में, जो पार्टी विकास में, जो पार्टी प्रगति में, प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में, गृह मंत्री अमित शाह जी और राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष नड्डा जी के नेतृत्व में आगे अग्रसर हो रही है, उसी पार्टी के मुख्य धारा में मेरे छोटे भाई आज जितिन भी आए हैं। मैं उनको बहुत बहुत बधाई देना चाहता हूं।
I'm joined by India Today's consulting editor Rajdeep Sardesai, also Poulomi Saha reporting from the ground. Rajdeep, first to you. Now, Jitin Prasad is not a mass leader. He has not won assembly elections and in fact has lost them successfully. He has a restricted base. How will then the Bharatiya Janata Party want to use or perhaps project Jitin Prasad as a big face in their party, sir?
I think the real question here is the fact that the Uttar Pradesh elections are 8 months away. And what you're seeing is the first signs of politics in Uttar Pradesh resurfacing, and therefore from an optical point of view, getting someone who was seen to be close to the Gandhi family and Rahul Gandhi in particular into the BJP fold, even if he has a limited voter base loyal to him in Uttar Pradesh, the fact that he's a Brahman in the caste matrix of Uttar Pradesh, the fact that he's a young Brahman leader who only last year set up what he called the Brahman Chetna Parishad, whose aim was to bring justice to the Brahmins of Uttar Pradesh, will be seen by the BJP as an attempt to consolidate its upper caste base at one level by projecting Jiten Prasad as one of many leaders that the party has, and at the same time denting the Congress and sending out the impression that the Congress is a sinking ship. Where a year ago it was Jyotiraditya Scindia, today it is Jiten Prasad, both of whom were seen to be close to Rahul Gandhi, and if leaders close to Rahul Gandhi are leaving, then the impression grows that the Congress is a sinking ship and the morale of the Congress is further diminished. So I think the BJP has taken a very calculated step where they believe that if they can chip away at leaders close to Rahul Gandhi, they send out the impression of the Congress being a sinking ship and strengthen their own hand as a result. So clearly, it's not as to what Jiten Prasad brings to the table in terms of votes or in terms of his electoral base, but more in terms of the optics of the Congress being seen as a sinking ship and the BJP, despite the recent reverse in Bengal, still being seen, as Jiten Prasad claimed, as India's national party number one.
That's a very crucial point that you're making there, Rajdeep, that because Jiten Prasad is not the first one who has left. There have been ones recently since March 2020. And therefore, Rajdeep, please stay on. Now I want to bring to the viewers' attention about the names that have left Congress party and joined other parties as well. Jyotiraditya Scindia, March 2020. Decided to join the Bharatiya Janata Party and has dumped the Gandhis as well. And then followed by a female face, Priyanka Chaturvedi, tried her best, remember during Maharashtra elections, to try and get a ticket as well. That was denied to her. She dumped the Gandhis and joined the Shiv Sena. And of course, Himanta Biswa Sarma as well, dumping the Gandhis and then joining the BJP as well. These are significant names because remember, they are focusing on elections. And with this, we now have Jiten Prasad leaving the BJP just ahead of elections in Uttar Pradesh and now coming into the BJP. Poulomi Saha is on the ground. Poulomi, as Rajdeep is also saying, this is a lot about optics. But what I want to know from you is eventually they will have to use this face to reach out to the voters. Does this also mean, Poulomi, that the BJP also wants to ensure that they are not going to take any chance with one face in Uttar Pradesh? We know Yogi Adityanath was being seen as the big face for the elections, but BJP wants to ensure that all these spaces are taken care of.
Well, as far as BJP is concerned, the induction of Jiten Prasada is aimed at correcting the caste balance, if you may, as far as the party is concerned in Uttar Pradesh. Remember that, as Rajdeep was pointing out, Jiten Prasad, of course, being a Brahmin, he is someone who will be able to bring in that vote bank, at least the BJP hopes so, because he did front an organization called the Brahman Chetna Parishad, which was basically aimed at looking into the issues of the Brahmin community. So he has tried to be a caste leader face as far as the Brahmin community is concerned, and how far his influence and reach goes and his clout goes, that of course is very debatable. But this is the BJP's attempt at course correcting and balancing it out, because it is of course known for a while now that the Brahmin community has felt very slighted as far as the BJP is concerned in Uttar Pradesh. They feel that they've not been given the due sort of importance in accordance which the BJP, given that it was seen as a Brahminical party, should have accorded to them in the state of Uttar Pradesh. But that was something that the community was not very happy about, and hence the induction of a Brahmin face into the BJP fold in Uttar Pradesh is definitely a shot in the arm for the BJP. And as far as what role can Jiten Prasada play within the party, of course there is a lot in terms of speculating that Mr. Prasada could be asked to contest the UP Assembly elections of 2022. But ahead of that, there could be a possibility also that he could be inducted into the UP cabinet as well, because a cabinet reshuffle is expected
Yes.
towards the end of this month. So as far as his role is concerned, that is definitely cut out, and that is keeping in view with the upcoming elections in the state in 8 months' time.
So we'll wait and see if the optics really shed some light on the Lotus. Will it shine bright, or will perhaps the strategy not work? Thank you so much, Rajdeep Sardesai, Paulomi Saha, for all the details and perspectives. Some breaking news coming in.